Hello students, today in this session we are going to start a new chapter, that is chapter 7, Rocks and Rock Types. We'll start by looking at some pictures. Here we have a picture of a mountain, and the next picture is about some stones. Now here the similarity between two pictures is that we see stones in both the pictures. We also observe that these stones are bigger stones. They are huge. So these huge stones are called as rocks. Now the question is, from where does these rocks come from? In our previous chapter and in standard 5, we have studied about different spheres of the earth. From that sphere, the lithosphere is the uppermost solid mantle, that is the earth's crust. A lithosphere is the earth's crust, and this sphere actually is hard. We have studied that the lithosphere is very hard sphere. Now the hardness of this lithosphere means there are rocks located in lithosphere. I repeat, the lithosphere is made up of hard rocks. These are the rocks which are under the earth, that is under the surface of the earth, as well as at the surface of the earth. Now these rocks which we have seen in the pictures are actually created in this lithosphere. This availability or locationing of rocks makes the earth's crust hard. Now rocks from each place are different, like the rocks on hilly areas are different. The rocks at river banks are different. The rocks at sea level or the beach rocks are different. Also, the rocks in our area are different. Here we understand that each and every area has different availability of rocks. From hills, riverbeds, or the land in our vicinity are different. Now, when we see rocks from different places, we observe major difference in them. The difference is color of the rock. The rocks are of different color at different places. The weight of the land, the weight of the rock, the hardness of the rock, Here, some type of rocks are easily breakable, whereas some type of rocks are so hard that it requires huge machines to break them. Shape of the rocks are different at different places. That is, at mountainous region, the shape of the rock is huge, whereas the rocks in our area are different. Porosity. Porosity means that how many holes or passages a rock has, or sometimes we see some type of rocks or stones which have holes in them. That rock is called as porous rock. So, the porous rocks also differ from place to place. That is, in some area there are no porous rocks, whereas in some areas we can find porous rocks. These are the differences which we can see in the rocks. Here we see that rocks are a mixture of different minerals formed by natural processes in the lithosphere. Silica, aluminium, magnesium, and iron are the major rock forming minerals. The properties of rocks depend on the constituent minerals and their proportion, as well as on the formation process. I repeat, the properties of rocks depend on the constituent minerals and their proportion, as well as on the formation process. There are three different types of rocks. The three different types of rocks are actually according to their formation process. I repeat, each type of rock is formed differently, and that difference is categorized into three ways. So, the three different types of rocks are: first, igneous rock, which is also called as primary rocks. I repeat, the first one is igneous rocks, which is also known as primary rocks. Next is sedimentary rocks. Third is metamorphic rocks. These are the three different types of rocks. Now, in our next session, we are going to study in detail about these three different types of rocks. Here, we will finish our first part. Thank you.